Hello, Nezo here, the bad shop. We were playing late night at Strictly Savvy's Club. It's like, I don't know, what is it, at 2:21 a.m. over there? Oh, it's my D6 just rolled in the shop. This isn't good. Joey's over there. And, it's running. Okay, we're going to examine this because I literally just pulled it off track. See, we have throttle. But doesn't that sound weird? Oh, I can see it. I think I'm Oh, I can't even talk properly.
Look at it.
I murdered the belt. Look at it. You can see it.
You can see the unevenness in it. It looks
So,
like you chewed up two.
would you mind holding my wheels there, Sir Bryant? Now, if I just do this and...
Yep.
That belt's cooked. That's done. Now, that's me doing that. I'm not going to put that down to the bando belt failing. I have been pretty aggressive today, actually, on boost and a lot of brake. But prior to this point, I had been driving this car pretty steadily for nearly, since its launch, about a month or two. So it's not the tensioner that broke. It's not any other gears or anything. I've literally just chewed up the belt because I am an aggressive boy on me boost and throttling. And the guys here will attest to that. They know me.
There's the teeth right here.
Look, bravo, look at that. There's some of it right there. So yes, it is possible to murder a bando belt if you're mega aggressive on boost and turbo. Now, how many boost and turbos did I have up in here? On the, what I call my dynamometer, this guy, the tablet, what I hook up the BL4 Pros to, this motor setup was redlining no higher than like 85, 90,000 RPM, which is quite normal for a lot of these cars here. But I was wondering how long this belt would stand up to my abuse, because I'm a little more abusive than most people on throttle and braking, as you guys could hear, right? Yeah, like I'm going nuts on the braking. Basically, my braking is like, most people's is like, you know, that's most people. Me, I'm like, that's me. So that belt's murdered, but that's okay. I'm gonna find another belt. I think one of the predecessor cars, the belt will fit perfect, either a D3 or D4. Someone already found this out or figured this out. Right now. You're using a D4 belt, classic D4 belt?
My belt went on Wednesday when I was here.
I had the manual. Because I was wondering earlier what the belt, look, I have the belt size up here because we were wondering what the belt side was. M183 drive belt, like I wasn't lying, look, 2:24 a.m. And, a friend of ours said, hey, these cool belts here came out of a vacuum cleaner. Look at that, 180 tooth, and we're calling for a 183, so I could just adjust my different way I go. Look at that. That would be pretty funny. So we might... Well, no, we're not going to use these. Come on now. Bando belt. Hey, I could steal it out of the car I haven't sold yet. Yes, my D6 Sport. I could just steal it out of that.
Here's the one I'm running right now.
Well, we were going to film this again, too. Right? We kind of can't now, unless I change the belt. But that's okay. Oh, yeah. So... Just rolled in the shop, yeah, but there's
the part number.
Hey, where's our homie Jackie Lau? Jackie, don't worry, Jackie. The bando belt, it's not your fault. It's not 3 Racing's fault. It's not the bando belt's fault for failing. It's my fault. I was just a little too aggressive and stuff. However, I was kind of doing it on purpose, but not being like silly aggressive. Just driving it hard in tandems and just like sending it, which I was backing every other corner. And yeah, I really wanted to see how much this bando belt, or a bando style belt, would stand up to a more aggressive brake and throttle driver, which I kind of am in that sense. It lasted quite some time, I'd say a good month or so. And I was driving it almost twice a week for a month, so that's pretty good. Now, yeah, I'll definitely get another belt and this and that, but actually, no point in getting another belt, Mr. Jackie Lau. Don't worry. Soon I'll make an order for the idler gear set for this. Yes. There we go. Perfect. I've tested the belt. It works pretty good. Just don't be majorly aggressive on boost and turbo and braking, and you'll be fine. And to be honest, I really like this car a lot. Since it's here and it just rolled in the shop, I have changed the shocks, like I said before, Axons. But I recently changed the springs. That was today. That was why I was sending it, and why I've kind of murdered the belt. We'll get another shot of that in a minute. These are the stock springs, front and rear, and I've changed them with Reeve D's blue front. And, I went blue front and rear. I had greens in the rear. They're over here, the greens. I had them in the rear. I did like it, but I do like the blues even more. And that's going well so far, and that's honestly the only major part change on this car. The whole thing is factory otherwise, other than the shocks. And yeah, the factory shocks work pretty good as well. I didn't change the O-rings on mine, but on another buddy's car we changed the O-rings and that worked pretty well. But I just decided, I got these in a trade and I rebuilt them, and I'm like, okay, I'll put them on my D6. And yeah, so otherwise it's a factory 3 Racing GA Purple, which is what I call the D6 Plus. And yeah, it just has shocks, and it's been running really, really nicely. I did do a tune, so hold on, let me turn the car off. Since it's here and it won't work properly now, we were sending it too. We're gonna have to pick another car, I guess, before we go home. So I have done quite a bit of tuning. I'd call it like a V2 to 3 tune. 13 millimeter wheels, high offset now, and got pretty much the 90 lock going on. All I did was change holes somewhere up here. Yeah, I changed this one hole. See you later. See you later. People are heading out too. But this literally died. We're just trying to kill our batteries and enjoy our last run. But I did chop up the knuckle right back here. You can see where I've cut it here, and that was so that it would clear this arm right here. That's right there. So I did that, and that gave me the free floatiness here. As you can see this. See how this just nicely floats and it does not hit. That's why I did that. Other than that, I colored my little arrows with green highlighter, green Sharpie or highlighter, whatever it was. Bryant over here, he had the brilliant idea for that. So that's for your indicator for your caster, and I have zeroed out my caster, so my knuckles are way more straighter. And now I've got a lot of contact patch, like most of my other cars, so that's going well. So it's pretty much like a V2, V2.5 tune. And now I'm either going to swap the belt with my other car or just order that idler gear set now. I guess we're going to have to place a bulk parts order, so Mr. Jackie Lau, expect a big parts order from, well, I say big, but expect a parts order from us here, the homies, strictly. We did bulk bought our cars. We ordered, 10 of them? Bryant and Joey. We ordered, me and our buddy Sam, and a bunch of others. It was 6 of them, 7 of them, 10 of them? It was a bunch. Yeah. It's been going pretty well. I've just been driving this car way more than the sport car, and I really, really like this car. So much so that I'm probably going to start changing some electronics just for more slightly newer stuff. Like I kind of want to get my AccuVance from my RDX car in here, a GYD gyro. Even though I do like this gyro, I do like GYD as well, but my servo's staying in there. Right, that's staying in there. It's going nowhere. And it matches the car, too. It's great success. Here's Bryant's car, his GA Purple. Biggest difference between ours, well, his has a working belt, but besides that, mine is upper high motor in the mid, and Bryant's is upper rear motor. Yeah, that's the major differences, right, between our two cars?
Yeah.
If we were to just lightly compare them right now.
We all have factory parts.
Yeah, they're pretty much all factory parts other than our shocks. He's got, you got a mixture of the 3 Racing Big Bore, right?
No, yeah, Racing.
Yeah, Racing Big Bore.
Mixed
Literally
with
reading
RDX.
it. Oops. Yeah, Racing. Oh, and mixed with RDX Bits and Bytes, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. This car has already been on the shop on one of the other shakedown videos, but he's been doing some other tweaking and changing of things since then. And yeah, that's been going pretty well too. And we were doing some testing and assessing, and my belt let go. Well, that's kind of a bummer, but it makes for some good content. Yeah, so now I can order idler gear set for this and then actually test that, because now the D6, they're offering it. I think they actually released it already. The idler gear version of the kit.
Kit, yeah.
So they have belt version and then they have the kit version too. So either or. Oh yeah, and I still had the same fix I had on the motor mount, where I shaved the motor mount piece at the very lower, like a millimeter or so. I said that in another video. That's still a thing. That's working out good. So I haven't hurt any of these gears really up here. It don't look like it. It just looks like dust up in there. Needs a bit of gotta blow it off with the air duster. But otherwise, yeah, it's been running pretty dang good. I was about to hand the radio to Joey, and then all of a sudden I couldn't move. And I went, uh-oh, guys. So, yep. Otherwise, yeah, Bryant's car works pretty good. Joey was running his D6 GA, which is the red version, same plus car but red, and his was working pretty good too. We're getting some D6 tandems, and it just kind of croaked. But I'm not putting the failure down to the belt failing on me. I'm saying I killed it. I was a little too aggressive. But the boost and turbo setup that I have on here, I have on quite a lot of my other cars, but like literally almost pretty much 99% of all the other cars in my fleet are all gear transmissions of some sort. usually straight cut idler gear, and that's what they just released for this, so that's what's going in there. But otherwise, up until this point, this belt was taking all the abuse I was throwing at it. But I was noticing it was getting a bit noisier lately, so that's okay. Look at that. Look at the beautiful belt pieces, Volva. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous. Yes.
When I got home
That's.
on
Whew.
Wednesday.
Okay, so yeah, we'll get that fixed and we'll go from there. And yeah, stay tuned. We'll see what happens. Peace out.